I'm back from Riptide. I didn't do as well as I wanted, but I also didn't really underperform either. It's funny, I literally placed exactly my seed, which kind of feels bad, but it's also not that bad. It's kind of a bad feeling because I look at it and I think to myself, I did exactly what I was supposed to, nothing more and nothing less, and that's just kind of an underwhelming feeling, but whatever.
Yes! Show me your moves.
This set was very interesting for a lot of reasons. By the way, I'm like 99% sure that this is a losing matchup for Byleth. I'm like 99% sure this has got to be a losing matchup for Byleth. But for some reason, like all of it, Leo's characters are not exactly the best at it. I think the main thing that's made this a lot of landings and approaches for Leo so good is look at these nairs in particular. A lot of these landing nairs, because there's that hitbox on the landing with a nair, and it also combos into stuff if you let the move finish, or you end it early and people fall out. Because of that, Leo has so many like very slight differences in landing timings that will screw up your punishes. Or if you try and punish one very specific timing, if you try and then do that to punish one of his other slight differences in nair timings, then more often than not, you're going to get hit and then you get knocked into other stuff. So because of that, even though the frame data on nair is not that safe on shield, or even that close to it, if you do it perfectly, it's -9 on shield. Otherwise, it's a -11. That's not crazy at all. Like, look at these nairs. Like that first nair, like halfway through he fast fell. That one he did, the first one he did like, he didn't fall until the very end. That one is an immediate fast fall nair. And all of them have radically different punish times. And if you try and punish one and do the other, you just die. Or you get knocked off stage. Like, those nairs are so scary. You kind of have to respect that move so much more than you would think intuitively because of that. Just because he's good at mixing up those timings in such subtle ways.
It's got to be one of the hardest to land because he can just mistime that tether.
These monkey flips are so good too. Tweek is using a lot of these monkey flips when he has nothing to lose, but so much to gain. Like, he's specifically going for reads that I'm not even sure if they're reads, so much as they're just covering a lot of popular escape options. And then if they don't do it, it's an effective way of conditioning their other things. Like, if you're going to be pressured on top of the platform, and he's going to monkey flip below it, for instance, then at that point, you're signaling to him, okay, well, if monkey flip's not going to catch you trying to escape from a platform, then I can assume that you're probably going to want to stay up there in general. So then I can just start sharking you with aerials instead. Like, monkey flip is so good for just being able to cover a lot of options fairly safely, even if you're not specifically trying to cover that option, so much as you're just representing that you don't want them to be doing that. And then you can just cover what options they have left the next time they're in that situation, if you're confident that they're worried about monkey flip.
Whenever he wants, it just snaps the ledge right like that.
And yeah, exactly, Martin, especially if you ledge cancel it. Unicorn, I'm not really satisfied about my Riptide run, but at least Sanito and I had a good run in doubles. We kicked some ass. I'm a little disappointed with singles, but at least I didn't have a bad performance. I just didn't really do great either. It's just middle of the road. My next tournament is Level Up Arena 3 this weekend, Anubis. I'm not going to be streaming that much longer. I only get to stream 3 days. Because I'm flying out again on Friday. That's a tournament in Kansas City.
Leo is so bold to go for that. What?
I like that setup. Okay. So here's why Tweek did that. That might look nonsensical at a glance, but let's look at what Leo was doing before the banana toss, okay? It'll all make sense, trust me. So he's in this shield situation, and Tweek, he throws that banana there because he doesn't want to get grabbed. The reason he does this platform drop through is because he's not confident that Leo is going to drop shield. Like, he was probably worried about getting shield grabbed, so he decided to just get out of there. And then if Leo tries to shield grab him, he'll already fall through the platform and can punish him with up smash. And then once he dropped through the platform, he's like, wait a second, he got hit by the banana. Now it's just a matter of reading where he's going to go. And he read that Leo was going to go to the side because if Tweek up smashes right here, it covers him staying in place or rolling in, or rolling towards the ledge. Because he thought Leo would choose the better option on paper, he decided to cover that option. So like, that's why he chose what seemed like a bad route instead of taking guaranteed damage, because he just wasn't confident that that banana was going to land in the first place. That up smash sequence was improvised.
What? Why would you do that?
That's why he would do that, Coney.
What the
hell was that?
Incredible is what it was. Tweek figuring out that he can go under the platform with a banana drop.
Yep. See, that was a similar thing. Except this time, he decided to mix it up by just going for the grab. That way, if he shields it that time, Leo might be thinking, oh, well, last time he tried to reset the situation and position himself mobily, but instead this time he just goes for a raw grab after the banana. It's just a good mix-up. And that's another thing about these nair timings. If you throw a banana at Leo and he's doing all these different nair timings, you're only going to be able to get like the banana trip animation if you predict his exact timing with his landing. And that's just so hard to do, and Leo's doing like very slightly different ones almost every single time.
The last thing they played is just waiting for the tag to go onto shield and find that
it's so good.
nair out of it. He's not overcomplicating it. He just says, I need to let Tweek make the first option here, not me.
I think Byleth is one of the better nairs in the game, honestly. Like, it's very deceptive how good it is. Because you look at the move's frame data and you're like, this is okay, I guess. But then you look at all the endless mix-ups, the fact that it can combo into kills, it combos into like just solid damage, it gets sets people off stage, it's a disjoint. Move is crazy. And yeah, of course, Leo's spacing in general is just so good. It's interesting that that Larry Lure apparently thinks that Byleth is MKLeo's best character, which makes sense. Of all the characters he currently plays, Byleth is the most similar to Smash 4 Marth, which is I think his best character ever, probably.
Yeah. He didn't want to go to ledge again, but
so Byleth just feels like a character that just more naturally plays to Leo's strengths as a player.
Yeah, Tweek starting to find some tickets here and there. Over here, stuck on the ledge. Nice.
Yep. I think that was like the first time this entire game Tweek got a proper punish on one of Leo's nairs. Leo is naired like in his face or close to him 10 times or more this game. And he only just now got a punish, despite it being -11 or -9 when perfectly timed. Just think about that for a second. There are so many nairs with better frame data that would get punished more reliably by Tweek. And yeah, I'll probably talk about my sets as well, but...
Oh my God. Ugly DI. He wanted to get out.
He recovers.
Good stuff. Watch himself.
Don't even engage.
I love that up B. Like, look at this real quick.
He wanted to get out.
He recovers.
Good stuff.
So here, when Leo has to re-grab ledge, because Banana's there, Tweek reads that he's just going to go into it and just...
Look at Leo.
You genius.
Oh, no.
You genius, Tweek.
Yeah, Leo.
Where I think Byleth is on the tier list, I think Byleth is a high tier. They're definitely no mid tier. I think the people who think they're mid tier are out of their minds. But high tier, I think Byleth is a solid high tier. It's still crazy to me that this is the character Leo chose. Of all the characters he plays, he could have played Diddy, or he could have played Joker, who I know a lot of the Joker players think they go even with Diddy. He could have played the Beyblades, who probably go even with Diddy, or maybe slightly lose. But instead he chose Byleth, who on paper probably does the worst against this character. I guess Leo was just so sure that Leo decided it was more valuable to play his best character, despite the matchup being worse, than to play a better character on paper that also does better in the matchup, but he just feels less strong with, you know?
I feel like the way that
well, I know MKLeo also thinks that Byleth is high tier,
very close to looking for that, but
and I'm inclined to listen to that. Yep. This time Tweek went the opposite of that one up smash read he got to off the banana platform drop up smash. This time he covered chose an option that covered more options.
So he hadn't done it the entire set.
Right.
Pretty much.
I don't really think so, backseat. I mean, Leo did reverse 3-0 Spargo at Smash Summit with Joker. I think if it was Rusty, he wouldn't. Also, can we just shout out Spargo for, in my eyes, being very solidly top 10 in the world at this point? Like, I think it's safe to say that he's top 10 in the world at this point. Wouldn't you guys say this so?
Just dancing in neutral center stage. He knows.
So at this point, we now have 3 top 10 players from Mexico.
Man, Tweek definitely like there's just a flow
Mexico's
to his
crazy,
game
dude.
When he gets like
I remember just a few years ago,
use the banana,
like before
use the hit, and then
Ultimate,
grab another banana right after.
people thought of Mexico as, oh, that's just MKLeo's region, and that's it. How the times have changed.
We'll try to get the mix for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Fortier finds
Is he
his
dead?
finds the
He's
mark.
dead with that banana kill.
Jesus.
For the longest time, people thought of Mexico as just an okay region that just happens to have MKLeo, and now they've got 3 top 10 players.
Gonna throw a banana.
Craziness.
Always so safe to get back on stage.
Yep.
And they've got tons of other really good players too that aren't top 10, but you know, still really good. Like Big Boss did really well at Riptide. You've got Andrik, sick Mexican Falcon. You've got Chag, who has had kind of a rough patch recently, but we all know he's really good. And a bunch of other players too that are sick.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, Chag is Mexican as well.
He's just ice cold. He doesn't move. There's no emotion in his play.
Oh yeah, Alan Dis, the Mexican snake player, he's nasty. There's that one really good Luigi too. What's his name? Whack or something? I think Andrik's like next big tournament, if I remember correctly, is he's gonna be at main stage. And since I'm gonna go to main stage,
Miracle kills against other opponents, but not against Tweek.
Oh my god. Didn't even need the banana to hit. Did the same.
Andrik and I are gonna meet in person for the first time, so that'll be cool.
Smash will still work.
Next big tourney after LUA 3, Low Tide, which is the first weekend of October. Yeah, Mars got 33rd, Cosmos got 45th or something like that. Or 49th, I think. Cosmos got 49th or 33rd. Cola got 65th. Rip. A lot of people got shambled, so at least I didn't get shambled, but my goal is not to just avoid getting shambled, is to do sick on top of that, you know?
Tweek is making it look insurmountable the whole time.
Yeah.
It's funny, they're talking about how insurmountable Tweek looks right now.
He's giving us a new flavor Diddy Kong that was one.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I feel like I do poorly and feel like, oh man, you did great, it pisses me off. I would much rather people get on my ass about things. No, I didn't do good. Don't tell me I did good. I would much rather people give me a hard time.
Tweek still on fire though, up 2-1, and now we are
Game 4 Leo time, baby.
Now, my friends.
Ooh, we out. Okay. A little scary for
Oh,
sure.
God.
It is time for the reckoning. Forma de Leo.
I like how
Actually be getting
it's like they already know it's gonna happen and
here.
the game hasn't even finished yet. And you just already feel it in the air.
What he activated within himself, but he shifted.
Game 4 Leo is
Different Leo here.
a force of nature. You can't really stop it. You kind of just have to
Deep call.
deal with it the best you can.
Yes.
Both snapped.
Needed that for sure.
Oh my
really?
Not even a
Small
spark.
battlefield.
Yeah, just out.
It's funny because I know Coney mentioned one statistic recently where if you're up 2-0 on MKLeo, he's statistically more likely to reverse 3-0 you than you are to win the set. And that's just an absolutely absurd statistic.
Like currently, just looks like this looks like 2019. You know, Tweek a little far behind. MKLeo seeming to get back to.
Man, there were so many. Riptide was like the first S tier back, and there were so many weird stories and just crazy things that happened.
Yeah.
He has not fought an
Have you guys heard of the Riptide iceberg? There's like so much random nonsense that happened at Riptide that I feel like there's stories for days just with this one event. Or the foot tickler. There was some guy that came to be known as the foot tickler running around.
Good.
Oh yeah, there was a gorilla painting in every single hotel room. So there were just a lot of monkey and Harambe jokes that came with it. It was like Harambe himself sponsored the tournament. It was kind of weird. And someone looked it up, and that particular painting is literally based on Harambe. So there's basically a fucking Harambe painting in every hotel room. And yeah, I had fun at Riptide Max. Or there was a night where Aaron got super drunk and was just literally running around the venue, listening in on hotel rooms to see if he hears controller clacking, and if he does, he knocks on the door and tries to join for friendlies. Just random hotel rooms.
And then take it back.
And fun fact, one of the nights, he happened to knock on my door. Just completely on accident. So we let him in and he played with us for a little bit. And then he just went to play with other people instead. Yeah, Steel Shot, it was me, Steel Shot, and Draxel. We were just hanging out and playing friendlies. And Aaron just randomly joins us.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this anyway.
Ant-Man was a different night. One of the other friendlies nights, I was actually in Joy-Con Jesus' room for a little bit. And it was me, Ant-Man, and Joy-Con Jesus just playing friendlies for a little bit. Trying to talk about this set, and people kept asking me questions about Riptide. It's making it hard for me to actually focus on the full analysis, but it's funny. I was actually pretty diligent about it at first, but now it's kind of devolved into a Riptide just chatting stream. I actually didn't end up spending any time in the water park, by the way. I originally was going to, but I remember being kind of disappointed after not placing badly, but just not placing as highly as I wanted to at Riptide. So I decided on the last day, I just wanted to money match people instead and just practice. And you know what's really unfortunate? I won literally all of my money matches on the last day. And then I was like, oh great, I can use this for side bets. For like top 8 and stuff. And then I lost most of it. Gosh.
Yes!
Okay, so how are we getting this stock?
I normally do super well in side bets, that's the thing. But I don't know, like, I was just cursed this weekend, I guess. It really do be that way sometimes.
The switch of authority of that banana right there. Nice.
God, Leo is so good. I can't get over it.
Like, dominantly too. Like, you know, when he starts winning games, he starts winning those games.
It
like,
pushed so hard in the other direction.
Oh my God.
No way, man. He's all
This is
over
just
him.
ridiculous.
0 to 60. Jumping to the ledge. 3 stock for MKLeo.
These
He's
are
so
strange
good.
times we're living in. Leo popping off for beating Tweek.
He popped
pumped
off.
his fist. I've never seen that from Leo. Reverse 3-0 from him against Tweek after an 8-game drought.
Oh my God.
With a 3 stock at the end.
Now I want to watch Grand Finals. I did see Tilde at Riptide, yeah. I actually tried to money match Tilde at Riptide, but he had stuff he had to do. We talked for a little bit though.
Peanut, banana drop. There it is.
Yep. That banana drop is such a good option. It's so safe.
Tweek playing good form in that first game for sure. Might take
I love a lot of the spacing of a lot of the stuff Tweek's doing is just so good.
He could have went back and talked to his former coach Charles. Could have talked to some of his friends. Could have got some pretty good information. Oh,
whoa, okay. I thought I was gonna up B him. Just maxed it down. Doesn't go for it. Recovers barely.
Nice. There it
was.
Okay.
Wait, no way.
I think if he were tried to recover to the left, he might have made it.
Leo, man, even slipping to that bananas. That's gonna be the stock.
Oh, Kid Saika, my top 5 Falcons is like me, Nishia, OJ, Nixie, Jogaboo, or Andreek. After that, there's like Jogaboo or Andreek. Then you've got like Sean, you've got Suba is a good Japanese Falcon who gets some, or German Falcon who I think lives in Japan right now who gets some good results. You also got Pez, that Midwestern Falcon who's getting some good results recently. And then probably Air. I think my top 10 Falcons is probably something like that. How about Goat? I think Goat's skill level is probably somewhere around there. But the thing is, he's kind of in a similar position to Andreek where he hasn't really gone to anything yet. He's kind of just a Wi-Fi warrior that posts a lot on Twitter, and it hasn't really gone to anything yet, so it's kind of hard to say how well he's gonna do, you know? I think he can absolutely do well, but because he hasn't yet, we can't really say anything for sure, you know? Mateus is good, yeah, there's Gatsby, who's been getting good results recently as well. There are a lot more like Falcons doing well than there used to be. I feel like for the longest time there were only like 6 or 7 Falcons really doing anything, and that number's like doubled in the last year.
Okay, that banana's gonna hit. Let's see MKLeo jumping out of
Look at that spacing around the banana. I like that Leo is just faking so many different spacings by making it look like he's going to grab banana in positions that he isn't actually going to. There are so many like little fakes that just come with all the things he's doing. Yep. And then like on top of everything else, like Nair, in addition to being safe, like safe if you're good at mixing it up anyway. You get all those tech tech chase mix-ups. Like, even if you don't get like a true combo out of it, you get those tech chases where if you just guess right, they explode. Or they can, or you could just miss the tech, like Tweek unfortunately did right there and explode that way too.
He just gets
I'll be at low tide, I'll be at port priority, which is after that, and then main stage after that. So we've got 2 like big majors before then. And I'll be going to a few regionals in between all of that as well. Also, Byleth's recovery is low-key so good.
And this stage in particular too is going to make it so.
Why does Byleth's tether go so much further than almost everyone else's?
Yeah.
And then, unlike a lot of other tether characters, like Byleth is so good at swatting you away. I think Byleth is a solid high tier, yeah.
Oh, that's right. He can clank onto the walls there.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I love a situation. Yeah, still
No
nothing.
stock.
Finally, a forward tilt.
Yeah, they
2
are
minutes and 6
scrapping,
seconds
though.
into the game.
This is where the domination
This
begins.
fight has been. That's going to be a nice Z drop into the Esma, and it does finish off 154, even on this like high ceiling area.
Perfect answer right back.
By the way, when do you guys think we're gonna have another character reveal? It's kind of been a little while, you know? I have to imagine that we're gonna get the final character reveal like in the next month, give or take.
They can't
Doesn't
find the
matter.
kill,
Yeah, they're both making it back for sure. It's hitting
Game
the
Awards?
That bait was so good. He pulls out the
killed that
arrow
time.
and it
sweet spot. So living to see another day.
Yeah, Leo's just taking over like
he.
he
This dog is
like he tends to do.
right now.
This
He's
is
so
bad.
crazy
yeah,
good.
HBox, you said he was only at 80 when this stock started. He's only taken, you know,
Yeah.
almost 60. Not quite though.
And look, that Nair still connects
Yeah.
up till that's the game.
Yep.
Leo up 2-1.
He's got the
now,
read.
On the verge now of reaffirming
That's
his
so
title
good.
as the world champion.
Oh, smooth?
But just, I mean,
I am personally banking on Master Chief as the last character. That's who I think it's gonna be.
For all.
Sephiroth, baby.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I think Doom Guy's a possibility. I just think Master Chief is more likely.
So remember how
Sora would be
unshaken
cool.
he was in wanting to play
I feel like that's a little unlikely, but Sora is definitely possible. Or like I've heard a rumor that Phoenix Wright is the last character, which I'd be down with that personally.
Yeah.
I would love Doom Guy in Smash. I just think Master Chief's more likely.
Oh, big stab.
Okay.
The wing is out, but Tweek.
Whoa,
Oh, weird.
okay.
Yeah, but you got the trade with that, the B trades.
Tweek, don't know if it's working yet. He's not even gonna get.
Okay.
You know what I hope happens with MKLeo?
Not the pick right now.
I hope he just goes in a streak where he just doesn't lose tournaments
And that's
close
gonna
to
do
for a
it.
good
Some
while.
forward air.
And then I want to be the one to stop the streak. Can you imagine what a sick timeline that would be? If that's how I won my first major, by ending a streak like that, how incredibly sick that would be.